Listowel was always a very homely market town with everybody knowing everybody.
Being from Listowel it's kind of an honour in the sense that like anywhere you go and you mention Listowel, it's kind of known.
Say holiday time now in the summer, you got out of bed, you had your breakfast, and out the door, when you didn't come back, you were hungry.
Yeah, Listowel was a nice place to grow up in, yeah. Hello, how are you?
So firstly, would you mind introducing yourself?
Not at all. My name is Tom McCalligan, and I grew up just outside Listowel in the 60s and 70s. Yeah, Listowel was great. I mean, probably people don't realise it now, but like Listowel had everything. It had the church, it had the cattle mart, it had 40 or 50 pubs, it had a number of vets, you'd get your hair cut in a number of places. Like, it really had everything. So I was gone from Listowel for about 20 years, from the 90s to the end of the noughties. So I came back sort of 2009, 2010. So a lot of places had closed in that period, and they're still closing. Actually, this year there's 5 or 6 places already have closed, 4 businesses, and 2 people have retired, so they're still closing. But there's some good changes as well. We've got St. John's, we've got Fish na Hoige, we've got young filmmakers.
Good morning, everybody. How are you?
My name is Maura Logue, and I am the Artistic Director of St. John's Theatre and Art Centre in Listowel.
Morning, Shane.
Morning, Maura.
How are you?
Good today?
Yeah. Can I just check the diary there for some of the shows? So we've workshops next week.
So I suppose because Listowel is a market town and many of the shops are owner occupied, everybody knows everybody. There are lots of traditions in the town, so obviously writing. So we have Writers' Week, which is 55 years old, so that's part of the town. We used to have the fly kyols, so the music and all that kind of tradition is still here, and it's in the pubs at the weekends and during the week. So there is a really cultured tradition in the town, and that's really positive. But also the shopping and all that is very personal in Listowel. So you can get everything you want in Listowel, and you'll always be looked after by people who you will know or families that you will know. Living in a small town like Listowel means we all get to know the young people really well, and we probably grew up with their parents. So you're like the next generation coming into, say, like St. John's Theatre for our theatre and things like that. So it's lovely to see our young people. But the work that we do in St. John's Theatre welcomes every person that we know coming through here, whether they're old or young, whether they're diverse. They're coming to something positive in St. John's Theatre. They're coming to see a show, see a film, see some music that they'll really enjoy. So I really love working here because we love meeting every different type of people. Listowel is kind of unique in its own way because it has always been an artistic and cultured town because of the heritage of writing in the town. So it's of the town, it's of the people, and I think that our young people understand that.
Am I a Listowel person? Bred, born and reared. My name is Brenda Wolfe, and we're in my bookshop, Wolfe's Bookshop, on Church Street in Listowel. Listowel, like, I got to a stage I thought I'd never get out of it, but now I'm so glad I'm back here. You know your customer, they know you. Like, it's a relaxed atmosphere. People look after other people. Like, you have the different organisations, you know, be it their sort of drama and things like that, or say Meals on Wheels, or there are groups, choirs. There's lots of opportunity to be involved. There's not as many local people living in the town. They've moved out to, what other places we call suburbs. So you don't get to meet people as often as you'd like to. That's where coffee shops are very important, and bookshops, of course.
How is it different now for young people compared to you growing up in Listowel?
I think they have more opportunities now. Like when I went to school, in my day, lots of people finished school after a sixth class, and a lot of them had to go to England. I always remember after the races, there was a girl who worked in our house, and she was only about the same age as me, maybe a year older, and she was going to England with her brother, and we were always fighting, pushing and shoving, nothing serious, like we were good mates really. So I went up to the railway to wave her goodbye, and I'll never forget the crowds of people getting on the train. Like, just then I realised the impact that immigration had on, that's the difference now. More people mostly emigrate by choice. Then they had no choice. I was lucky I was able to stay in school.
I've worked elsewhere and came back here during the pandemic and decided to do my own thing, and it's worked out pretty well, thank God. And a lot of that is down to the fact that people locally have been willing to give me a chance. My name is Gerard Mulvihill. I'm a native of Listowel and I'm a qualified journalist, and I also am a social media manager for Listowel Race Company and a number of other companies as well. Yeah, I think the community is big. Like, even if I look back to childhood there, I suppose most people start in GAA or soccer settings from a young age, and like even looking back when we were underage, there was great characters like the late Eamon Bomber O'Connor I remember every Saturday morning he'd be doing training in the sports field, and he'd always get a little bottle of Score and a pack of potatoes after, and it set the tone for like building friendships and long-lasting friendships at that. Listowel Celtic as well, another group with the likes of Dominic Scanlon and lots of others would have been in the underage setup. And you'd be playing in the indoor soccer on a Sunday morning. Again, you're meeting lots of people from the surrounding communities like Dewar or wherever that at the time you mightn't have mixed with otherwise. So the community is a huge part of what makes Listowel what it is, I think, and we're very lucky in the sense of having so many festivals throughout the year that allow people to come back to the community that have moved away for whatever reason, work or whatever. There's a kind of a very strong decency in the town. People are very quick to, I think, help young people out, give them a break, whether that be jobs or work experience or whatever, or just general advice. So many people have come through Listowel and have gone on to do wonderful things in their career and just in life in general, just be good human beings. I think that is very evident that people are willing to give you or myself a little bit of a break. When I was starting out, I did receive those breaks from a lot of people in town.
It's going to evolve, it's going to change like all things, but I think people have to lead that change. It won't happen on its own. For example, I'm involved in the purchase of the new Listowel uptown with the intention of opening a cinema there, and fingers crossed in a year's time we might be showing this or something else there. But yeah, young people are going to drive this change. It's not going to happen on its own. So yeah, I think there will be positive changes.
I think it will evolve for the better. I think the look of Listowel will probably be different. I think that we will change maybe footpaths and spaces. The square will become more prominent for where it is. I think it will stay the same as a heritage town, but it will just be improved.
Well, the population has increased. And we have people from different nationalities, which is great, It'll bring a bit of colour, but it will be positive. They're making their home here. So playing football, being involved in drama, art, you know.
Yeah, I think it's going the right way. There's lots of no more than yourselves, very good young people coming through who are kind of, I think, eager to get involved in things and push on. And I suppose with youth comes kind of just a new kind of energy, and it's all just about having that little bit of trust in the youth and allowing them to prosper and giving them a chance to impact positively, because I think they will.